All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is November 14th, 2025. My name is John Carignan. I am the lead instructor here at the BYOB Trading Room. Let's take a look at the markets today. How I made a good day today. Awesome, Rick. How I made 2,100 with a 62K account while risking only 6,200. Yeah, you know what? I forgot to turn the mic on. Yeah, you're not the only one, Fahad. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have to redo it. But anyways, here's T2123 down here, bearish uh, in quadrant 4. Well, actually, bearish on the 15-minute chart because we're in, on the 15-minute chart, you can see with the quad lines on there. Okay, we're in quadrant 1. So we're bearish on the 15-minute, but on the 3-bar chart, okay, we're bullish up here, but not doing anything that resembles the bulls. On FNGU, all right, so FNGU, we've got, what do we got here? We've got price action for today is, well, there's a low. We made a lower low. Okay, then we made a high, made a low, didn't make a higher high, so we're still, even though you see the green balls here, we're still in a downtrend because we haven't made any higher highs yet. So on FNGU, and we're underneath the 200 SMA. Again, not my favorite place to be unless I'm a bear, and I'm not a bear. So under the 200, still in a downtrend, pulling back from the highs. All right, so there's FNGU. So then we'll take a look at T2122, since I got the mic back on. Yeah, on less volume, exactly. I'm gonna pull that up. T2101 market breadth. Again, uh, right through here, we've got market moved up today, but we lost participation. It's like the participants only want to trade when it's going down, right, Robert? You notice that? It's lighter on up moves and heavier on the down moves. Yeah, so um, I'm a bull, so I don't really like that. I want it to be heavier on the up moves, but it is what it is. So we could get a change in, this may be the top for the year. We'll see what happens. It's looking like it might be a top. We're setting up head and shoulders on some charts. So we'll see what happens. This is T2101 market breadth. You can see clearly today we moved up in SPY and QQQ, but we lost participation and market breadth right there. On T2122, we visited the oversold zone first thing in the morning, and we fought our way out of here, or the bulls kicked us out, one or the other. Either we fought our way out, or the bulls just gave us the horns and booted us out of there. And you can see right through here, we're back into the sell zone right here. Still not bullish. I mean, you need to be up here at the midpoint at least to at least claim we're bullish. But moving up and making higher lows here. No higher high, but higher high here, higher low. Still not done with a higher high yet. So we'll see. T2122 need to either consolidate in here, seller's chop zone, maybe not go up so fast, maybe slow it down and just kind of grind out a melt and start melting up. That's what we need, but it's clearly not in the cards right now. So that's T21.22. Again, T21.23. Still in a downtrend, still down in quadrant 1. So that's bearish and in a downtrend right there. Quadrant 1, that is bearish. And underneath the 200 SMA, not my favorite place to be. And of course, you got lower highs, lower lows. So, well, a higher low here, but still in a downtrend because we haven't made any higher highs yet on T21.23. 3-bar chart, still bullish up here, showing a head and shoulders. Bearish head and shoulders, that is. Still in a downtrend and under the 200 SMA right through here. Okay, take a look at gold and silver. One more time. Okay, let's take a look at gold. And we'll look at it on the daily chart. So here's gold, lower high, lower low, closing under a bullish trap, but over the 17 EMA. So there's gold in the middle, in an uptrend, in the middle of quadrant 4. So bullish and in an uptrend on gold. Silver, lower high, lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over the rising 17 and over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Bullish in the middle of quadrant 4, bullish and in an uptrend. Here's the trip for gold from down here, clear up to new all-time highs right up there. So that's silver, for silver right there. All right, UNG is lower high, lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over the rising 17. Again, trying to tackle the 2025 all-time high anchored VWAP. Made a stab at it, but they're holding the area, so that's a good sign, but still in quadrant 1, so that's bearish for me. But they are in an uptrend. Maybe this is the uptrend to start the biggest uptrend ever, but higher low, higher high, so that's an uptrend on the daily chart, but still down here in quadrant 1. Like to see it hold. You can see in the past, you got 3 candles and they give it up, and 2 candles they give it up. 1 candle they give it up, 2 candles they give it up, 3 candles they give it up. We seem to be holding a little bit more. Of course, if you slow it down, it's possible. Again, we've got 4 candle holds so far. Let's see if we can keep that going. So there's UNG, bearish, but in an uptrend right there. USO. Okay, USO not in the upper third, not in the lower third of the quad lines. So it's neutral right here at this 2022 all-time high anchored VWAP, not the all-time high. I think it's just a high, post-COVID high anchored VWAP right there. And right here back at the midpoint, you can see price action makes a series of micro lower lows and lower highs. All right, so it's in a downtrend but neutral, and you can see it's still underneath the downtrend line. So got to break that downtrend line right there on USO. Okay, and then FNGU. All right, FNGU, lower high, lower low, closing under bearish trap under the 17 EMA, attacking the major support. If we break this, I mean, we could start looking at SPY 650, QQQ breakdown. Glad it was a bounce. Glad this day was a bounce, but we're up here. We held here. We held here so far. We'll see what happens. You get down here and you poke at it too much, and it winds up being Swiss cheese, and you can just drive right through it. Okay, so there's FNGU on the daily chart. We're in a downtrend because we're making lower highs. You can say clearly we made a lower low. So we'll see what happens. FNGU not able to hold the higher ground. That's not a good sign. We are holding this latitude right through here, but we start breaking this consolidation. That's major support, and we could be looking at SPY 650. So there's FNGU, IWM. Right here, lower high, lower low, up in quadrant 4. That's bullish, but Not doing anything bullish. All right, it's this bullish up here, but not doing anything bullish. Got to do something bullish. We're under the all-time high anchored VWAP. We're under the 3 and the 8 trap right there. We're under the 17. And we're in a downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows. So it says it's bullish, but it's in bullish territory, but not doing anything bullish right there. Diamond Dow, interesting here. Diamond Dow put in, remember, just not Thursday, but Wednesday, new all-time high. But giving it up again, okay, so lower high, lower low, closing underneath a bearish cross under the 17. Still got that uptrend line, still working right there. So is still in an uptrend, top of quadrant 4, middle of quadrant 4. That's still bullish and in an uptrend for Diamond Dow. QQQ, you can see we're still in a downtrend, so we're up here in bullish territory, but not doing anything bullish. We did respect the uptrend line. That was good. We're showing a bearish head and shoulders. We need to decapitate the head, so we negate the head and shoulders pattern. Couldn't do it here. Don't know if we can do it this week coming up with all the economic data that may be released, along with some NVIDIA earnings. We'll see what happens. It's a possibility. We'll see. So there's QQQ showing the bearish head and shoulders in the bullish territory, but not doing anything bullish. All right. So we need to see hold the higher ground. We need to see they did one good thing today. They did fill gap. All right, on QQQ. Same with SPY. SPY filled gap as well. Lower high, lower low. Difference between QQQ and SPY. You look at QQQ, they made a lower low this morning. See that low here? They made a lower low. So they made a lower high and a lower low. You know, so you got a downtrend going. SPY, just a little different. Made the lower high, but did not make the lower low and bounced off of the uptrend line. Okay, so a little bit more strength coming out of SPY than there is out of QQQ. Again, we're showing either a double top or a bearish head and shoulders if they break this uptrend line. On daily chart, lower high, lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 in the middle of quadrant 4. So on the 10-minute chart, you can see clearly they filled gap. This would be gap fill, the dash right through here. So we filled gap. That was nice. And we're bullish consolidation into the close. There was a 10-minute downtrend right there. But back to the daily chart. In the middle of quadrant 4, up here, middle of quadrant 4, that's bullish territory. Just need to see them move up. Do some bullish. Give us some bullish behavior. Hold the higher ground. Fill some bearish gaps. Push the bears around a little bit, you know. Climb up there. Get an uptrend going. Close over the trap instead of under it. Those are the kinds of things that we need to see in order to be bulls in SPY. Right now, we're not seeing it. All right? So that's could be a clue that things are done for the year or done for a little while. We'll see. So there's SPY on the daily chart. All right? They did pull off a bullish maneuver holding this higher ground here today. All right? So need to see them make some higher highs and some more higher lows. We'll see. This is just the beginning. Hopefully it's a break of trend. We'll see what happens. So there's SPY. Again, QQQ. Again, like I said, on the 10-minute time frame, we had a 10-minute downtrend, more like 10-minute consolidation. So push over to the right there. Move up, hold the higher ground. That's bullish. You can see here's the gap fill. They did the gap fill. That's about the only bullish thing that happened between SPY and QQQ is they got the gap fill done right there. All right, that's it for me. I'll see everybody Monday. Everybody have a beautiful weekend. All right, let's see if we can Let's see if next week we can get the bulls to rally with some economic data. We'll see. Thanks, John. Thanks for sharing, John. Thanks, everybody out there. Alan, Fahad, Robert. Appreciate it. Love it. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.